I am dealing with survivor's remorse, but from a financial standpoint. And I need to learn how to let it go. Let's dive into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Frank Talks Money. Real quick, I just need one favor, guys, just one favor. Remember to like the video. The more likes the video receives, the more the algorithm will share the video with more like-minded people like you and me. So guys, I want to discuss real quick about having survivor's remorse. You know how when someone has an accident, it can be two friends in an accident, and someone could get hurt really bad or pass away, and then another friend could survive, and they'll have survivor's remorse because they'll be wondering, why did I survive? Why did I'm still living? Why didn't I pass away? But see, I'm dealing with this same thing. I'm gonna get kind of deep here. I'm dealing with the same thing, but I'm dealing with it from a financial standpoint because a lot of my friends and family are just broke, struggling, can barely make ends meet. And I feel bad. And I feel bad for them to the point that I just want to give people money to help them out. You know, I want to offer to pay a bill because I know they need help. You know, a family member's car breaks down and I know I got two cars. I want to just let them borrow a car of mine because I know I have it. So I'm really trying to deal with this because I really feel like sometimes, why did I make it out the ghetto? Why am I doing good? Why was I blessed? When I see people over here struggling really bad, people close to me, people in my family, why did I make it out the ghetto? And sometimes I have to tell myself, Frank, it's because you put in the work. You did the work. You went out here and you busted your ass to make something of yourself. Guys, when I was 17 years old, I caught a felony, right? I was out in the streets doing some things I shouldn't have been doing, trying to survive, trying to get some money. And I was actually arrested at school. I was at school when the police came and arrested me. Pulled me out of my math class. I remember it like it was yesterday, and I'm 52 years old. This happened when I was 17 years old. They came, the school monitor came to my math class, told me the principal wanted to see me, walked into the office, police put me up against the wall and arrested me in school. And they were walking me down the main hallway, right? And the damn lunch bell rang. I'm serious, guys. I'm serious, not making this up. The lunch bell rang. And they walking me out of school in a crowded hallway and took me to jail. But that was one of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to me in my damn life. Guys, if you're still here, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button for me, please. So, caught a felony when I was 17 years old, right? And luckily it was my first offense, or I should say, be honest, it was the first thing I got caught for when I was doing bad things as a teenager. And luckily, it was my first offense, so they put me on probation. After it's all said and done, I got put on probation and completed my probation, and then it came off of my record because I was technically still a minor. And then once I went back to school, because I had dropped out for a little bit, then I went back to school and then completed my high school diploma, right? So then I started working. Like I came up through the restaurant industry and the retail industry, management, right? Started working for a restaurant chain when I was about 18, just shy of 18 years old. Once I Got through my legal trouble, legal woes, and started working at a restaurant. And then got to talking to some managers and figured out, that if I work really hard, work my way up, I can make some decent money. So saw that as an opportunity. Again, just a high school diploma, no college behind me, and so I just got to get out here and grind and make some money. And so started working at this restaurant chain. Started working my way up, became a shift leader, then an assistant manager, and then by the time I was 21, I got promoted to a general manager. Right, and then from that point, guys, it was just off to the races. Just off to the races. I was building my reputation, building a good reputation and work ethic, learning how to run, taking a lot of classes, developmental classes to further my management skills, things of that nature. Started moving up through the ranks, right? So then I left that company and went to another restaurant chain, for more money, and then so forth and so forth. I would stay somewhere about 3 or 4 years, leave for more money, work somewhere for about 3 or 4 years, leave and make more money. So all this time, I'm just building a great resume. But I'm out here grinding, working my ass off, working weekends, working long hours, working Saturdays, working Sundays, things of that nature. And but I've had the benefit, But that first promotion I worked for, I've been a general manager since I was 21 years old, in either the restaurant industry or the retail industry. So I've been pretty much writing my own schedule for the last, I'm 52. So for the last 31 years, you know, I've been a general manager in the restaurant retail industry, just grinding away, building my skills, getting paid, like I tell people now, my employees will be like, Frank, you didn't do nothing today. And I'll be like, I did do something. I managed you guys. I managed you guys. That's what I pay you guys to do. I pay you guys to do the work. I'm the manager. I'm the general manager. And I was like, I don't get paid for physical labor anymore. I get paid to run a business. I get paid to make the company money. I get paid to hire people. I get paid to make money. I get paid to make sure the place runs on a daily basis, hiring, staffing, all of that. You know, I'm in charge of the whole profit and loss. You know, all the profit and losses come through me. So that's what I get paid to. I don't get paid for manual labor anymore. I get paid to use my mind to run a business. That's what I get paid for. And so guys, so over the years, like I said, my income has went up dramatically, drastically, a lot, really a lot. I'm making more money than I ever made in my life. And but I still sometimes feel bad that other people and my family, friends, I still feel bad that they're struggling, and I want to go rescue them because again, I ask myself, why did I deserve this? And even though, and I know I worked hard, I know I worked hard, I know I busted my ass over the years, but I still say, why do I deserve it? Let me give an example. Remember in 2021, my ex-wife, she had bought me, I wanted a really nice watch. And for Christmas, she went and bought me a nice Movado watch. It was about a $5,000 watch. And I was upset that she bought that watch because I said, I don't deserve to be walking around with a $5,000 watch. I was like, guys, I didn't even want people to think that I was showing off or thinking that I'm better than anybody. And I'm thinking, and I'm thinking back on that, and I'm like, why should I have cared how somebody else felt about me wearing an expensive watch? But that goes that survivor's remorse again, because it's like, who am I to be walking around with a $5,000 watch? I'm no better than anybody else. And that's how I like to think about myself, even in my present situation. I am no better than anybody else. I just happen to work hard, take care of my money, live on a budget, save and invest. But I am no better than anybody else. I've never proclaimed to be any better than anybody else. But sometimes I think about that on a level to where it's to my detriment sometimes. Because I'll go out and take trips, take nice trips and things of that nature, and I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want somebody else to feel that I think I'm better than them. You know, I don't talk about nice things that I've done or nice things that I've bought because I don't want people to feel that I'm better than them. But then I think sometimes, why should I care how other people feel, how other people are feeling? Because I have worked for every damn thing I have. Nobody has given me nothing. I've worked for it. So why should I even care how someone else feels about how I live my life? So yeah, I deal with survivor's remorse, but more on a financial level because sometimes I think, why me? Why was I able to make it out of the ghetto? Why was I able to have a good life? And to be honest, from a stretch from 2007 to about 2014, my financial life was hell. It was hell because of some bad financial decisions that I had made, but I had to go and fix that shit. I had to fix it. No one else is gonna fix it for me. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm dealing with. So throw me some comments, just let me know. Put some comments down below and just let me know how you think I should feel about it. How can I cope with this? How can I get past this? Because I want to stop feeling like I have to feel bad because I made it out or I made something of myself. I want to just know, should I feel bad? Should I not feel bad? I don't think I should. And I just need to let this go. I need to let it go. So, guys, I want to thank you guys for listening to me. Get this off my chest. Please remember to like the video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. And with that, guys, remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I am